Chilling, brother.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
How firm my friendship. Oh,
you know what time it is. Roll with them boys of the fall. You know what time it is. On the ground with a nose for the ball. You know what time it is. Blood, sweat, and them tears for this game. Leaving it all out on the field with no fear for you lames. Buckeyes by a billion. We in the building with over 100,000. We represent from the uttermost to the public housing. And if we don't play, our wide receivers got your secondary shook, so they cook them like Bobby Flay. Hey, stay out of my way and trust me, cause I know it's a way. Somebody please give this brother an IO. Come on.
What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. I'm Devin. That's Mello. And as you can see, we got another guest on here, Duke. Duke, what's up, bro?
Can we really call him a guest at this point, though?
I know, right? Yeah.
He's not a guest anymore.
He's not a guest. I just didn't prepare myself with what to say. I should have said, I'm Devin, that's Mello, that's Duke, and here we are. That's what I should have said.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right,
we'll just
my
own drinks from the fridge now. Huh?
All right, I'm gonna end the stream, get a new show put up, and we'll restart it. I'm just joking. We live right now. And freaking Fat Boy here decided to come up and join me. He does not like being alone. His parents left, so he comes up and scratches on my door till I let him in.
I thought he was hungry earlier. Tell the people how you said you're not feeding him.
Well, I mean, he always wants to eat my food, man. I'm sitting here trying to eat some chicken, and that's all he wants. That's what he uses me for. That's all he wants.
Give him a little bit. He's gonna, they're always gonna want more.
I know.
Your fault.
My brother feeds him all the time, so he's just used to it. But hey, it's a good day to be a Buckeye. It's always a good day to be a Buckeye. Took down Texas, took down Grambling. About to play these Ohio Bobcats coming up, but we're going to rest in the Grambling game for a little bit here. And before we do that, chat, appreciate you guys for joining us. You know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Super chats are open, as always. Mello, how was your day?
Man, my day was wonderful. I can't lie. I ran into another UGA fan. Took a picture this time. I posted on our IG. So if you want to see the guy with the lowercase G on his hat, just go over to the Buckeye Boys Instagram. There's a picture of us out there posing. We had a nice spirited debate about this upcoming season.
It's always fun.
Yep.
Yeah. That's funny. Mello told me that, and I ran into a Georgia fan the other day as well. And we got talking about the last time we see him in the playoffs. And he even admitted, said, I mean, we got you, but it was a little shaky there. And I was like, oh, yeah, trust me, I know. But Duke, Riley, man, we talked about his you came on here. We talked about his special teams coverage in Texas and how he was blowing people up. And, you know, and then he comes out in Grambling and he's like, he's off the bench with Devin in meaningful snaps in the second quarter, getting in there, making plays there. But let me pull this play up real quick. I just want to start off the show with this. I showed it to everybody yesterday where we want to just look at it again. I got it in slow motion too. That way we can watch it better. Here we go.
So I want football dad / coach to go ahead and critique that tackle right there. If you could call that a tackle, it looked like a Goldberg spear from WWE.
Nah, man. Well, shoot, one to read, saw the guard down, you know, came downhill, you know, read his key, guard down, I'm down off his butt. Second key was that puller there, and boy, I'm here.
That's the weight room.
Showing up.
Hey,
so I mean that's weight room. That's diagnosing the play, getting there in time to get there in a hitting position, and taking one more step through the tackle. What was funny, his first when he first got in the game, he had he got in on the tackle and he had like dead legs, and so like from high school, I'm always yelling to him, one more step. One more step is you're all the way there, coiled and exploding, as opposed to getting there and making a tackle, a bigger play. So it got quiet in there, and he was walking off the field. I just yelled out, "One more step!" And then later in the game, this hit comes. So when we're out to dinner, I was like, "Did you hear me say one more step?" He was like, "No." He was like, "But I would, it was in my head. I was thinking that, like on that play." So I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome." So it stuck, and it's funny. The same thing. When James was watching the film, this is why we click, man. Just like thinking and seeing the same thing, man. It was. I was. I was crazy. I got so excited. I hit a little girl in front of me. And, felt so bad. I had to come back down.
Yeah.
Like, oh
So,
man,
I got a fun question.
Huh?
Head up. Who's winning? Duke Senior or Riley?
Winning what?
1-on-1. Y'all gotta go, old school, hit the hole 1-on-1, head up. No, don't make that face. I think he might get you right now.
Like right. What? Wait.
Yeah, right now, current time.
Man,
Real time.
He'll probably lay me out, man. He'll probably lay me out. No, he won't lay me out. He'll tackle me.
Yeah.
No, well, actually, I don't know because again, it may be. I don't know. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
My ego would not let me say, "Oh, he's gonna destroy." I'm not gonna say that, or let me not compete.
Dude, the cool thing about it was, it's like we saw that play, okay, but that wasn't even the first play that he made. I saw him get in on that tackle. I broke down his coverage he had yesterday on the I think it was the running back coming out of the backfield that coverage there.
That was my favorite play.
That other tackle, what we talked about yesterday was
coverage play, though. Actually,
that was my favorite play.
I'll try to find it.
Too much away. He was supposed to do something else, but saw that.
Oh, he was.
He covered somebody's behind. He covered somebody. He did somebody else's job. So I mean, it was it was a minus for him, but it was a plus because it was the right play as well.
Well, Duke, for me, right, when you see here, let me back up. Okay. Here's this running back here, the guy that he's going to cover. When I hit play here, we'll watch him come up and then we'll pause it. And I want to know what he's supposed to be doing because you'll see. Oh, come on. You see, follow the running back. Now you look there.
He was supposed to, you can see he was supposed to stay on him. He was supposed to go.
Yes. Yeah, correct. Right there. And that's what I mean. This guy had the out there. So it would make sense in Riley's mind to come out here, right? But instead he stays patient.
And he was supposed to be on the blitz. So it's supposed to be a four-man rush.
Oh, so Riley's supposed to be
go. Yeah. The end had to peel there. So he was supposed to pick up the back.
All right, let's watch this. Yeah, this is just
it's outstanding play though. I mean,
oh yeah.
Outstanding.
Look at the sword. He's putting the sword down. I love it.
That's a seatbelt. That's not a sword, brother.
Hey,
no. Actually, the dude who started it said it was a sword.
Oh, was it?
I know. Yeah, that's what.
Who started it?
I don't. One of them DBs. I saw that story somewhere. He said it was actually a sword. But the seatbelt makes more sense.
Yeah,
it does. But Duke, what we're talking about here is, Riley's development as a freshman coming into now, and as well as all the other freshmen that came in and did really, really well for freshmen. I don't care that it was Grambling. Other teams played Gramblings around the nation, and they did not look like that. Other freshmen got in and didn't look like that. I mean, Mylan Graham making plays, Jarquez Carter, Zion Grady had a sack, Tarvos Alfred, had a nasty sack on the quarterback. So the development side of Ohio State right now with Laurinaitis and all this other coaching staff, what do you think sets them apart? Or am I seeing things? Because what I'm seeing is just like elite development at the highest level it could possibly be. These guys coming in doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it starts with the recruiting guys. that can take in that type of coaching and be prepared for that type of opportunity. And so it all goes in line, and
Mm-hmm.
the competition, the atmosphere there, everything, you know, gets them prepared for that opportunity, right? And they know I'm gonna be prepared for this opportunity whenever it comes, right? And everybody develops at different times, and they're not going to put any kid in there that is not ready for that, for that moment. And there's so many good players on that team. It's like when they get their chance, they are going, full tilt. They are, and it's not just effort. It's mental understanding of the game, being prepared for your alignment, assignment, and execution of the play, at a high level. And it just goes to the type of coaching that they are getting.
So I want to hit
Yeah.
on that point because we heard earlier preseason Paul Feinbaum said some bozo takes about how the Ohio State Buckeyes are going to be hungover from the national title run. And I think a big proponent to why they aren't is because of these young kids, because of the freshman class, because they're so hungry. They're pushing the upperclassmen and the starters already and the second stringers like, hey, look, you slip, we take your spot. We want to be on the field. So it's forcing those guys to even step up their game. Can you speak to that? Do you think there's some truth to that?
I don't want to. I don't like speaking to Feinbaum because he's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I understand like having your opinion and all that, but he says stupid stuff, right? Like, and he's just like any other fan, right? He lets his fandom like get into like his analysis. He doesn't really genuinely analyze college football. You know what I mean? He's just a light clickbait, dude, because everybody prepares for the next season. No one's having a hangover from a national championship. You know what I mean? That'd be malpractice on any coaching staff if you're partying and celebrating, your national championship, during your spring and summer prep for the next season. Like, so that's goofy talk on him. But like I said, like everyone prepares for the next season because you got to do it again. You know what I mean? So yeah, I thought that was one of the most ridiculous takes.
Yeah.
Again, and I just don't like giving him like any attention because he's dumb, man. It's like so stupid.
Yeah, I was just speaking more. It was more about, do you feel like the freshman class is pushing the starters and everybody that's in front of
100%
their game up?
Yes, 100%. And that's what they duplicate year in, year out, right? Like the kids come in there knowing, I mean, that's why some are like, there's some recruits that are like, nah, I don't want that. I want to be able to be locked in and relaxed and know I have my spot and not have to compete for it.
Yeah.
The kids that go there know they have to compete for it. And competing for it, you know what I mean? You treasure it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because there's an opportunity, like if I do these things, I may be, I can, get X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the mindset of like everyone there. No one's like sad because I didn't, like get this rep or I'm not getting on the field. Like they know why they are on the field and they know why they're not. Right. And they're doing the things to, fix their situation. And that's what I love about Ohio State.
We live in a microwave society where most people want what they want right now. They want it now. They want the results now.
Yep.
They don't want to focus on the journey like Ryan Day talks about all the time. And that goes with football players too. They want to start now. They want to make the big bucks now. But Ohio State has a system set up. We just watched some NFL games yesterday. And if you go look at the production from these Buckeyes in the NFL, it's number one. Dang near every category, defensively and offensively, the Buckeyes are either number one or in the top 5 at every single group because that's how they operate.
Right.
They operate, hey, you got to come in here and you got to earn it. And that's at every level. Nil, playing time, all of it is earned. You have to come earn it. It's a slow cooker at Ohio State, and that gives you longevity in your career. That doesn't give you 1 or 2 years of fame while you're in college. That gives you a successful career for a long time in the NFL as well. So
that's true, but I want to downplay that. I mean, there's an opportunity to have all those things, and all those things are available to the kids there, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, they know they have to like earn it. You're gonna appreciate it more, like having earned it. Earn not given. Like is the motto, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna appreciate those things, a lot.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be more appreciated
for
what you do, because you know what it took to get you where you are, right?
Yeah.
So well, I want to say like, they don't have NIL opportunities or as many. Actually, they have more because of.
That's not what I meant at all. What I meant is that you know what I mean. Those kids that are chasing after like.
And
that's where they sign. Who paid me the most? That's where I'm going. Ohio State doesn't play that game. No. But yes, me and Mello are pretty clued in on the amount and resources and opportunities that all players have at Ohio State. It's the biggest fan base in the world. It's the city of Columbus. It's one of the fastest growing cities. Mm-hmm. There are opportunities all over the place. But Duke, I know you got to get off here. Yeah. So last time Riley got on special teams, we asked you how it felt and we asked you about his reaction. Now he came in. He got defensive player of the game as a freshman at Ohio State. Ryan Day even said, that's rare. That's not normal, but we have to give it to who we have to give it to. The dude earned it, right? So as a parent, thoughts, man. How did you feel watching your son on the field doing that? And then also, what was Riley's response? What was his response to you after he did what he did?
Man, I was, like I said, I was through the roof injuring people in the dang stand, going crazy. But man, I was just so proud, man. We both were, just proud, that he came in and met the moment, right? It wasn't too big. I mean, he was ready for it, and did what he does. I mean, I wasn't surprised at what he did, right? Yeah. I mean, I know we know that's in him, right? But man, it just made me so proud, man, that he went in earlier than most and was ready for it, and looked like he belonged. He didn't look like a freshman, just looked like he prepared and was ready for everything they threw at him. And and that's great. I just give give the coaches confidence, in him, and validates a lot of what they saw coming into the season, which will allow them to give him more opportunities and use his abilities more, because he will be a value add to that defense for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think that is by far the strongest and deepest linebacker room in the country. I don't think there's really a question about it. It's proven. I feel like any of the guys in that linebacker room, the top five guys could come in and play starter role, and we would be fine. So how did Riley feel after the game? Was he pumped up? Was he amped up, or was he just like,
he's not he's not the most animated, like self, self-talker, but he just watching, like watching his clips again, and it's just like reposting, what everybody else is posting, about him. But I know internally, dude was, hype. He was hype.
Yeah. I know
he doesn't get too high, doesn't like getting too low. Dude is just like
even kill.
Really even kill. Man.
Yeah.
But he loves it, bro. Loves it.
Yeah. Duke, I know you got to get out of here, but first I got to tell you this, man. I met your other son yesterday, and I didn't know he was in the place we were meeting when he was in there. I didn't know it. I was in the restroom, walked out of the restroom. I didn't even know he was in there, but the second I saw him, I knew who he was. So I just wanted to let you know that you guys all look, you guys look like a family for sure.
I know.
I was like, dang, man, there's Riley.
There ain't no denying. Like, those are my kids.
Oh yeah,
No,
no
not at
paternity
all,
test
man.
needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Duke, we appreciate you as always, man. We'll keep getting you back on here as much as we can.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. It's going to be exciting watching Riley grow and get more opportunity as the season goes on because he keeps earning it, and it's going to happen. We know one thing at Ohio State: if you go in and make plays, they're going to put you back in to keep making plays. So stoked that Texas guy came to the Buckeyes, man, and is about to
Yeah, man.
dominate.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate you, man. You enjoy
I
the rest
appreciate
of
you
your day.
guys too, man.
Oh yeah, tell
Yeah.
Sloan I said go out there, keep killing it, keep grinding, and you guys got to keep posting some more videos, man. You posted a lot of pictures. We need the videos, bro.
I know. Yeah, we got to hit that. Yeah, we got to get them off the video.
Yes,
she's
sir.
in St. Louis this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Tournament.
who y'all got? SLSG,
Um,
St. Louis, St. Gallagher.
I don't know who it is.
That's probably who you got. They got a good club. They're pretty strong.
okay.
They're strong like your club is. It's
Yeah.
probably pretty easily matched.
It'll be fun then.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Duke. We
All right,
appreciate
fellas.
you, brother.
All right,
See you
later.
later.
Take care.
Yep. We got Johnny with the $1.99, better table, more dog. Yeah, man, I know. I shake the table all the time. Every time my big arms touch the table, it does that. If you see my desk, you would understand why. It's one of those ones you can wheel around and move up and down. And dude, I'm working on it, man. Just keep bearing with me. One of these days, the desk is not going to shake.
Johnny wants
here we go, Mello.
Dog on this show.
I know. More
They like
dogs.
the animals. That's what I noticed. They love Cujo.
Silas.
They love the dog.
Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Nobody's beating Cujo, though.
I know. Poor Cujo. I miss him so much. I caught a baby squirrel the night before last, and I wanted to keep it so bad. Listen, it was 11 o'clock at night. I'm outside by a fire, and I hear something rattle in the trees and fall and clunk on the ground. It was a little baby squirrel fell out of the nest, man. So I had to climb all the way back up this tree as this little squirrel is trying to bite me the whole time and put it back in the nest. But I wanted to keep him.
Only you. I'm waiting for you to have the pet gator up here.
I'll bring a gator on the show one day. Next time I catch a baby one, I'll keep it and bring it on here so I'll show people.
Yeah, then you grow it, and then I come down and we cook it. That's what I'm talking about.
Not a baby gator. We ain't cooking no baby gator.
Grow it.
I'm not bringing a big freaking 5-foot gator on the show.
No, you're going to keep the baby gator. You're going to grow the baby gator, and then we're going to eat the baby gator when it becomes of age.
Silas, you smell like a dog, dude. You got to get down, man. I'm going to go put the dog out. Mello, listen, while I'm putting the dog out, I want you to speak to this crowd and listen. This is a slippery slope here because I know that Ohio is not Grambling. Yeah. But there is a crowd out there that is talking like they are legit worried that these Buckeyes could lose to the Bobcats.
Oh, okay. So, obviously Ohio's not Grambling. They're a good team. I actually love this matchup for us, going from Texas and winning that Texas game and then having a nice little kind of break to open up the offense against Grambling was a nice little break coming off of all the games we went through last season. Now we're getting Ohio, which won the MAC. They took Rutgers and gave them all that they can handle, and then they upset West Virginia. So this team is going to push our guys, which I love, because right after this, guess what? They're not losing focus. They're locked in. I would love to see the run game become explosive this game because I feel like that's the last piece for the offense and for the team to just be a juggernaut. And then they go into a bye week. They can rest, get treatment, heal, stay in the film room. You know they're going to stay locked in because the last time during the regular season they made a West Coast trip, they end up losing by 1 point to the Quacks out west. So now we're going out west and we're going to play in another hostile environment that's going to be electric. It's going to be in the state of Washington. If you're going or with Dev, try to link up with him because it's an amazing place there. Bring your money because the food is very expensive out there, especially seafood. It's super expensive. But beautiful stadium, beautiful location. I like how our schedule is set up and how it's playing out right now, especially winning that first game is huge. That was massive for this team. And don't be nervous about Ohio. We want them to be tested a little bit. We're not going to lose to this team. Obviously, it's not going to be a 70-0 score. I'm thinking more like 48-3, maybe 6. I think they might get a field goal, but we won't
Yeah.
give up double digits to this team.
Yeah. Now I understand any team can lose to any team. Like I get that point, but there are people out there talking that Ohio is good enough to take down the Buckeyes if the Buckeyes play at 70% capacity, and that's just not the case. But we're going to go over a little bit of the Bobcats right now because they are a very good football team, and to me, there's one reason why, or one of the main reasons, and that would be Parker Navarro, their quarterback. For Rutgers, he was 21 for 31, threw for 239 yards for 3 touchdowns. But he had 9 carries for 93 yards, right? They also have a good wide receiver, Chase Hendricks, caught 9 passes for 115 yards. They held Rutgers to 440 total yards. They held them to 239 passing yards and 201 rushing yards. So Rutgers was able to move the ball against them. The difference was Parker Navarro and his legs, because the WVU game, right? Parker threw 3 interceptions in the West Virginia game, and they still won. He was 22 for 31 with 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, but he had 18 carries for 87 yards. Chase Hendricks, the wide receiver, 8 receptions for 121 yards. So, dude, I like this. Parker in 2024, the quarterback, he threw for 2,423 passing yards at a 66% completion rate. But listen to this. He rushed for 1,054 yards and had 18 rushing touchdowns. Parker did. So, listen.
As a QB?
Yes. As a quarterback.
I love this. This is like the perfect.
Yeah.
If you're a Buckeye fan, you got to love this matchup. It's going to test you. So we end up having to see Oregon, right? Dante Moore can move. He's not moving like that, but he's still a threat with his legs, but he can also throw the ball, and they have wide receivers. So devising a game plan to stop this is like it's like the quiz before you get to the regular test. It's not even a pop quiz because you knew this quiz was coming all off season. So this is exactly what Ohio State needs. If you think they're sleeping and they're lollygagging, that's some similar sentiment that Paul Feinbaum would say. This team is locked in. They are hungry. They, if not even more hungry than they were last year. So I'm not worried about complacency with this team at all, anywhere. You got a new OC, a new DC. They're trying to prove themselves that they belong and they can do this job. You got freshmen trying to get on the field, so they're pushing the upperclassmen. You got the upperclassmen that haven't played starter roles, so they're trying to show who they are, and they're trying to go ahead and build to getting drafted to the NFL. There's absolutely no worry about complacency on this team. I could promise you that. Me and Dev know that for a fact.
Yeah. Real quick shout out. Yeah, Aaron, your plaque. Boom, right there. Aaron's plaque. Send it to me. Mello's got his back there. We appreciate that. Another one of our viewers. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Sent this. Another one of our viewers sent me this, and I added a few details to it. This is my spittoon. It's my spittoon. So appreciate your guys' support, man. It's awesome. We do this show because of y'all. You already know that, but appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget, hit the like button. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button as well. Super chats are open. But
Dad, what's your thoughts about them playing a dual threat quarterback?
Well, so my thoughts on that are good. I'm glad they are because, I mean, a good quarterback, especially a dual threat quarterback, it's always going. I don't care who, what, when, where, why. It's always going to be nerve-wracking playing them because. You know, that's another blocker in any run scheme they want to run. It just opens up so many things. It's a whole nother element to the game that the defense has to pay attention to. Here's the thing, though. They prepared for that for Texas, right? In the team interviews, the players said, hey, we prepared for that in the playoffs in case Arch got in. We prepared for the running quarterback. We were prepared for it this game. And they're definitely preparing for it for the Bobcats for this next game coming up with our linebackers, Arbrell Reese, Sonny Styles, Peyton Pierce, and Caleb Downs in the game. I believe that will be taken care of. There's a lot of speed on this defense. We've been saying that I feel like this defense seems a little bit faster than the defense we have last year. So I think we'll be able to handle the running quarterback. I believe the Bobcats are going to score because of that. They're going to score because of that. There are going to be times when He just makes a good play because he's a heck of a football player. It's going to happen. Like, he's going to scoot out there. We're going to get frustrated with our defense for not coming down on the quarterback, for losing them or whatever. Those things will happen, but this Buckeye offense will not be stopped.
Right.
They will score on demand. I will tell you this, West Virginia had trouble running the ball. They only rushed for 76 yards. So we are facing a little bit more stout of a defensive line and a better overall defense. They're way more disciplined, than Grambling's defense. And this is an in-state matchup. These Bobcats, this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They are throwing everything at it. Grambling played like the same defense the whole game because they knew it was over for them. They didn't want to put out all their defensive schemes for the rest of their conference to be able to look at and diagnose. I'm not quite sure Ohio is going to do that. I think Ohio might come in. It's in-state Ohio kids playing in the horseshoe. They're going to remember it forever. They're giving it their all. That's a promise. I got a clip of Parker I wanted to play real fast for you guys, just to kind of show you. Let me get this set up. Just to kind of show you the type of QB that he is. So here we go. Actually, let me back it up a little bit.
Is this a running one?
Yes.
Can you play it in regular speed so we can actually get a little sense of his speed? Since we're not really diagnosing the blocking scheme.
All right, here we go. Watch his legs.
Yeah, he can move. I love this for our team.
Yeah, and he can move, and he will. Like, he looks to run the ball. That's what he looks to do a lot of the time. Like, he's always keeping his eye open for a lane to dash into. And we're going to have to keep an eye on Chase Hendricks, man. He's made some good plays. It's going to be good for our secondary to have a receiver like him back there to keep an eye on. So, again, we can't come in here sleeping. We can't come in here like dog walking. But I'm with Mello. Dude, this team, Ryan Day, this coaching staff, they've just done a phenomenal job. There is no slacking. You watched it in the Grambling game when second and third stringers got in and hustle plays all over the field, linemen trying to run down, the play on the ball and all that stuff. So the Doodah, man, thank you so much, man, for supporting this channel. You always do all the time. God bless you, brother. And been praying for you, man, with what you're going through for the cost, guys, even though Mello has that dang hat on again. Yeah, I can't control the hat Mello wears. But I can
I like that hat. I'm going to be honest with you, Dev. I like that hat. And now I can't get it. I was thinking about getting it, but then you got it. And I was like, well, I can't get that. Well, I'm going to still get it. I just won't wear it at the same time as you.
Yeah, you can get it. If I come on one day, I got this hat on, you got it on, I got 10 other ones to choose from in the closet. I'll go put another one on, man. I told you I got a Buckeye hat problem right now. Yeah, Steely, you think we spy on him with someone? 100%. Who is that person going to be? Mr. Caleb Downs, I do believe, is going to be tasked with that. But I think that's going to be different every time. With Matt Patricia and his scheme, I don't know how much he's going to show, but you never know where the blitz is coming from. You never know who the spy is. You have defensive ends drop back and be the spy. I watched him do that in the Texas game. Drop defensive end backs in the coverage, drop them back to spy on the QB. That's just what it is. This defense is just, I love it, man. There's a lot more freedom. Yeah.
They're just so athletic, and Matt Patricia's brain is just so enormous, and his creativity is just has no bounds. So anybody could do it. I mean, I don't know. I think he might keep it a little basic because I think he's gonna keep his extreme stuff for team up north. If we play Oregon, maybe Penn State, even though Drew Aller can scoot, but he can't scoot like that. What we just saw in that clip. So we'll see. I mean, there's a variety of things he could do. I'm not overly concerned. I'm just glad that they're getting tested and they're going to be stressed a little bit. I want the defense to get a little bit stressed just so they could see how they respond under that pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron, I completely agree.
Right now, dog. Devin, you're not allowed to buy any more hats. You're done buying hats. They're killing me in the chat. They're
Are
killing
they?
me. Step your hat game up. The Yankees stink. Take that hat off. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on, people. Like, I gotta try to match his hat. Look at that hat. Look how beautiful that hat is.
Hey,
I have
real
to get
fast,
this one.
guys.
And this hat has like some of my fallen battle buddies. I got it embroidered with their names and stuff for them.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, I have to
Dude,
try
I
to
don't
keep
know
up
whether
with
to.
Dev right now.
I don't know whether to keep the sticker on or not. I'm not a
Keep it
hat
on.
guy,
Let
and
me
I
see the
see
back
everybody.
of the hat. You could take the sticker off. If it was a fitted, you always leave the sticker on.
I don't want the stickers on. I don't like the stickers, but I didn't do
But
it
if it's a
because I didn't
fitted, you
know.
gotta keep the stickers on because then you keep it clean and people think it's brand new. And they don't know. Unless you're just worried about like people knowing the size of your head.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking all the stickers off. Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, Aaron, I completely agree with Caden Curry. He played the most snaps out of any defensive lineman in the Texas game. The dude got way bigger than he was last year. Well, look at him on the field. He looks freaking swole, man. But his motor, he just don't stop. He just does not stop. And you need that type of player on the field. And very smart football player, very sound football player. Not going to make some flash plays for you, but he's going to make a lot of plays this year just strictly off of hustle. And believe it or not, that's a big deal in the game of football. So I was about to. There was somewhere else I was about to go with this, but I completely forget.
So
Where
what are
I
you
was going to
expecting to
go.
see from our team? What are you expecting? Not what do you want? Because I know what you want to see. You could hit on both just in case we have new watchers that didn't see.
I'm expecting a Grambling game again. But I expect more emphasis on the running game. I expect that Brian Hartline and Ryan Day against this tougher defensive line know this is an opportunity to test our offensive line with some different running schemes and be able to grade these guys out higher because Ryan Day is saying his philosophy this year is develop faster. Get better faster. Last year, all we heard in every single press conference was leave no doubt. You got to leave no doubt. You got to leave no doubt. You got to leave no doubt. This year, so far, all we're hearing is get better faster. Get better faster. Get better faster. When Ryan Day was asked today, hey, did you think about taking a knee before you scored that last touchdown in the Grambling game? He said no, because these guys need those reps because we got to get better faster than any other team in the country. So I expect to look at the deficiencies from the Texas game and the Grambling game, which was our running attack. And I expect him to be really focused on that while feeding Jeremiah Smith the ball still, getting him some touches. Hopefully, I want this Heisman thing to go on. He needs to have 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards in this Ohio game. He can accomplish that very easily if he does that. And for the defense, I expect them to shut down the quarterback run. I think that is an emphasis this game, to shut down all aspects of the run game and make them beat us through the air so much that I wouldn't be surprised if we see more man this game than we normally do for that aspect right there. But we'll see. What are you expecting to see from these Buckeyes?
I'm gonna start from the back. If they go man, they're gonna have to have someone account for the quarterback because with a running quarterback, you turn and he just takes off because it's all that space with everybody's back. So someone will, if they decide to play man, someone will have to be responsible for the QB, whoever that might be, maybe a linebacker, maybe one of the defensive ends. They might try to I doubt he's going to do this, but he could do a contained rush like we did last season and try to keep him in the pocket and try to collapse the pocket from the inside using Edric and K-Mac.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting if they could do that. Then you already saw what they did, their scheme against Texas, against Grambling, and now they're showing they could beat you another way in terms of defense. I just think like them being so versatile and so multiple, like truly multiple. Jim knows, like they say his scheme was multiple. I mean, and technically it is, but it didn't really feel like it was had a lot of multiplicity to it. But Matt Patricia's defense are multiple. So I'm very interested. I don't really know what we're gonna see, to be honest with you, because it
Yeah.
is Matt Patricia's first time here, and he's just has a plethora of knowledge that he could use and invoke into his game plan.
Yeah. Before the season, we were being told by everybody, number one, Matt Patricia's defense is not really going to look like Jim Knowles'
Yeah.
defense. And number two, it's going to be a lot more fun watching this defense this year. And so far, those things have been very true. I'm going to be honest. I'm excited to watch the offense. I think I'm just kind of used to that at this point in time with
Hmm.
these wide receivers and the weapons and stuff. But this defense is I have a blast watching the film on this
Oh yeah.
defense, watching these players go over the field. I recently spoke to a player and I was like, yo, what's the best way you can describe this Matt Patricia defense and in a couple words, he said freedom. Like it just feels like we're out there playing free, like we're utilizing the talents that we're really good
Mm.
at and doing it. So the freedom aspect of this defense with Caleb Downs running around, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Jalen McClain, the weapons that we have on this defense, they're being utilized the correct way. They're being utilized where they can make the biggest impact on the game. And those sacks are going to come. When you keep up defense like this, they're going to come. They came last year. I remember after 6 games, this defense, everybody was crying about the pressure on the quarterback. Rightfully so, because the Oregon game, we gave him way too much time. But they came. They came around. We ended up having a lot of sacks on that defense. I think we sacked Oregon 5 times in the Rose Bowl. So it's going to happen with this defensive too. At the right time, Matt Patricia's going to unleash these guys. I mean, we had 14 pressures in the Texas game. So, Gio, thanks for the $5. Our defense will maintain their rush lanes, pinching the OU QB up in the pocket the same way we did against Arch Manning. Very well said. I expect that as well. But again, got to be a good game to watch because of that right there.
Yes.
You know, because of his legs. I mean, Arch Manning's legs were not near as big as a threat as this dude's legs are. This dude had 1,054 rushing yards last year. He looks to run the ball. He's not a pass only QB. Like he will look to run. If it's a passing play and they hike that ball and he sees a gap, he's saying screw it and he's taking off and he can scoot. Okay, so
Quite
he can
frankly,
get
he
some
looks
yards.
more athletic to me than Arch Manning. That's just my personal opinion from the film. He looks more athletic, and this is his big payday. If he could come out here and he could show out against Ohio State and BIA and the Rushmen and LBU, then he's thinking I'm setting myself up to go get drafted in the NFL or to get picked up as a free agent because he's probably going to win the MAC again, right? They're probably going to win their conference again. So they're going to be a very good team. They already beat a Power 4 team, and they're going to give the best shot. Whether they win or lose, he just wants to perform. So he's going to pull out all the stops to make himself look good. And it won't be about winning for him. He'll say it at the end of the game, but it's really he's auditioning to show that, hey, I could play at the NFL level here. I'm very, very interested on this run game, what we're going to do on offense running the ball. That's what I'm going to be focusing on, the offensive line run blocking and the vision of CJ and James Peoples.
Yeah, I'm going to be paying attention to running back snap counts. And here's another one, Buckeye fans, to just keep an eye on, okay? Keep an eye on the snap counts at the right guard position. Ethan Anianwa and Tegra.
Yeah.
First Texas game, Tegra had more snaps. Grambling game, they're equal. Let's see what happens now, because when Ethan gets in at the guard position, he is a bulldozer.
Yeah,
he's a bulldozer. So, Chris, thank you so much for the $2. I love all of you. See you soon. Go Bucks. Thank you, Chris. Love you too, brother. Appreciate the support. Well, Mello, I think that'll do it, man.
Yes, sir.
We're back on here tomorrow. We'll figure out something to yip yap about. Maybe put the link in the chat for a couple of guys.
Dude, stab my head. We didn't even talk about that. I was gonna talk to you about that. Like, yeah, we should do one of these shows with the live link.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get that done. So Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go over to the Buckeye Boys channel, become a member if you haven't already. Help support the channel and give back to you guys. Did I ask these questions? I had some questions. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. So here we go. I don't think anybody's going to get. Yeah, trivia. I don't think anybody's going to get this one. Yeah, I was supposed to ask these questions, I think, yesterday, and I didn't. But we'll see if somebody gets this. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
Who was Ohio State's starting quarterback in the final tie in Buckeye history? Who was the quarterback in the Buckeyes' final tie? I think most people left already because they thought we were ending the show. That's my bad. Whoops. I think everybody's just gone.
Oh, you ended the stream? No.
No, I didn't. No.
Thank you, Jeff.
Chris Lane. Wow, Chris. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I definitely personally did not know that one at all.
It was old Bobby. Bobby. Good
John job, Chris Lane. Too. That's big time.
Yeah. I'm going to ask this other question because I got it already. So, Chris Lane, have you got any right so far? That was a 5-point question. I think you're on here somewhere. Yeah, we got 4 days for the final question. 4 days for the final question. Here, I'm about to ask another question. Are we ready?
Yep.
Like most Buckeye players of the era, Vic Janowicz was a do-everything back for the Buckeyes in his career, including kicking. How long was his famous field goal in the Snow Bowl against Scum in 1950 for Ohio State's only points in the game? Vic Janowicz. How long was his field goal in the famous Snow Bowl for the dude? That's wild, bro. That's wild. It's done. Natural already got it.
That's crazy. And Lucia was off by 1.
Dang, yeah, she was close too. Look, Craig was close too. 23 yards, 27-yard field goal. So they won. Did they win?
Yeah, it was
Ohio State's only points in the game, so they must have only scored 3 points. That's crazy, dude.
And shout out to Craig Bowman. This is my guy right here. We follow each other on Facebook. He's a cool dude.
All right. I mean, dude, the Natural has 35 points.
That's insane.
Steely's behind him with 19. Russ has 11. Will Starr has 9 or 8. A lot of other people have 5, but I mean, it's going to be a miracle.
Look how close that was. She said she was going to say 27, but she saw Natural pick it, so she picked 28.
Yeah. It's going to be next to impossible.
Blue, you're my boy, Blue.
Catch up to the Natural, but you can always try.
Yep.
You my boy,
Blue.
Blue.
Where that's from?
You asked me too fast, but no.
Blue, you my boy? You're my boy, Blue?
What's it from?
Just the most hilarious comedy ever to be created. Is the best comedic movie ever.
Yeah.
It's Old School. Have you not seen Old School?
Yeah, I've seen Old School.
Man, it's the best movie ever. I'm about to go watch that. Matter of fact,
I've seen like every movie known to mankind. I'm a movie fanatic. But all right, guys.
Oh, yeah, you are. That is true.
We appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Go Buckeyes. OH.
Yo. Blue, you're my boy.